Angry Old Dudes, episode 19. I'm Brandon.
I'm cute.
And I'm Eddie.
Let's do the schedule. What day is it?
Today's the 1st of December.
Today is the 1st of December.
So start on Thursday.
Just logically, that's not going to end up on there.
Well,
start with the 5th. December 5th. RDK Sound Design Headquarters. We have
the Heavy Music Showcase featuring in the studio today Eddie Knight's band, Hunter's Chase, Grim State, Nate Spicer's last show.
Go to that.
Crew Neck, 7 Years Dead, Homebound's first show, Planetary Cataclysm,
Eternal
Void, and hopefully Dead Set. The show's $5, starts about 6:30.
Was there another change to this? Was a band added?
I said 7 Years Dead. Hearts Like Shadows dropped.
That's what's up. That's not what's up, but that's what it was.
That's what happened.
Yes, that's not what's up. Let's see. Friday, December 11th. That is another Hunter's Chase show with Underestimate, Planetary Cataclysm, Hearts Like Shadows, and Two Punch Gun at the Backstage Cafe.
Hearts Like Shadows is also not playing that.
Hearts Like Shadows is also not playing that. Because they're having a thing with a guy. It's a problem. Saturday, December 12th. That is the RDK store grand opening. It starts at noon. Bring your band, bring your gear, try out lots of stuff. That's going to be great. Support local business, support our local venue, support RDK Sound Design, because they're the best.
We'll be there from at least noon to 3.
Yeah, I'll be there like all day.
Be there all day.
And I'll be playing guitar obnoxiously, so deal with that.
That's the only way you play guitar.
Yep. The next night, that is Sunday, December 13th, Battlecross, Havoc, Necrogoblicon, okay, Black Fast, Letters to the Blind, and I want to say I have another band is now on that, and never mind, it was Letters to the Blind. That's the new addition to that. That is at Rockstar Pro Arena in Dayton. It is money. I don't know how much money.
14, I think. Pre-sale 16 at the door, I believe.
Yeah, if you like Battlecross, go to that.
If you like Havoc, go to that.
Yeah. Tuesday, December 15th, Silverstein, Census Fail, 100th, and Capsize at Bogart's.
Not.
Mostly. Friday, December 18th, that's the Academy is at Bogart's. Don't go, nobody cares. Also that day is Santa Mania.
Who? What?
Please explain Santa Mania again.
Santa Mania is an all-local show this year. 2 dates. The Friday is at the Northside Yacht Club. The Saturday is at Legends. Basically, most local hardcore punk grind noise bands from the area will be playing. I believe it's $5 each day. Check it out on Facebook.
Yeah. Saturday, December 19th, that's the second annual Ugly Sweater Party at the 86 with Glass World, my band, We Are As Ronin, 7 Years Dead, and The Color of Amber. I have tickets. They're $8.
Also, the same day at Rockstar Pro Arena in Dayton will be the Battle of the Bands featuring Hunter's Chase, Believe, Second Story Anthem, Crossley's Court. I'm doing this off my head, so I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, here
Eddie's playing.
Left in the Dark, Others by No One, The Fox Collective, The Shades of Cool, Two Punch Gun,
Believe.
Crossley Court's actually not on there. They were on there last year. They won last year.
Believe is looking for a bass player, so check that out.
Believe's looking for a bass player? I thought Plagues was looking for a bass player.
Also looking for a bass player.
I didn't see the Believe note today.
No, it was Plagues. Never mind.
It's Plagues.
Sorry.
Misinformation. Used to be in Believe.
Yeah, that's why I get it fucked up. Plagues needs a bass player. That'll be, Saturday, December 19th. The prizes are cool. I don't remember what they are. If you're not going to my show and you don't want to drive from where you are to somewhere else, go to that show. But really go to my show, too. Probably instead. Moving on. Wednesday, December 30th. That is martial law, by force, push off, and outsider at the North Side House.
The North Side House.
Just that house.
I mean, we could call it the Monterey Jack House. It's on Monterey Court.
That's a dumb joke.
Well, that's what I was really thinking about calling it.
And the last thing on our schedule, that is the Juggernaut EP release.
Nice.
Featuring Dead Friends, Eternal Void, Mailman, and my band, We Are As Ronin. We will have tickets for that
Eternal
eventually.
Void? Did you say Eternal Void?
Yeah.
Monarch is also on it. So is the Obnoxious Boot.
Yes, that's right. You're opening now.
I am opening. And I literally was opening so you wouldn't have to. And then I found out you're playing third no matter what.
Which is dope. Yeah. So that rounds out our calendar, which that's probably the fastest we've ever done it, ever.
Yep, sounds good.
Wonderful. How was your day?
I didn't do
Hubert?
anything today. Oh,
Not you.
I know.
It was okay. I finally got my gas turned back on after 2 months, so I can start taking showers at my own house again instead of coming over here. What else? I had to go to the clinic today and have an antibiotic put into my system, which was not fun. I felt shitty until I drained it out at 5:30. I sat around and watched The Avengers 1, Thor: The Dark World, and Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Is Cap 2 not like one of the better movies in the franchise?
I think the second, if you like split up the Marvel franchise, like as in like Iron Man 1, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Captain America 1. After Captain America 1, I think they really step it up. Like Avengers 1, Thor 2.
So like Phase
Captain
2
America
is what they're calling that?
Yeah, basically.
I the first Iron Man is probably one of the better ones. Ant-Man, actually, I would say is like right beneath that.
I haven't seen that
I
yet.
haven't seen
It's
it
so
either.
fucking good. It's just like outrageously good as a
Yeah.
movie.
I like Avengers 2.
I did like
It's
second
not as strong
Avengers.
as the first one.
Not quite.
Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy is part of Phase 2.
Which was cool,
Which
even though I
is
don't know anything about that franchise at all.
Good. The franchise is really weird, but they did re-update it like 2 years before the movie came out. So basically that's what I did today. And then I woke up from a nap because I'm old at 8:15 and watched some more TV and then came here.
Noted.
Eddie, what'd you do today? Even though you already said you didn't do shit.
I mean, okay, well, I mean, honestly, I didn't do much. I played Nazi Zombies for most of the day with my friend Jake. That was
Do
really
you
fun.
go to school?
no, he's too old for
2
school.
days of the week. I go to Sinclair
Oh, that's right. That's right.
on Monday and Wednesday. I'm gonna stop doing that though. I don't want to do that anymore. They want me to go full time. I don't want to
Who's
go full time. The school, Sinclair, and my grandparents.
Yeah.
Seems like a reasonable request from those parties.
Well, I mean, honestly, I just want to try to be a rock star instead.
Like
That's
a
classic.
Nickelback rock star.
Nickelback rock star. I want to be a rock star.
That'll be enough of that.
What?
I went to work. Work was work, and shit. I washed my hair earlier. A
Yeah,
little
that's
bit
why
ago.
you look like an owl right now.
Yeah, my hair's a mess, but I washed it for the first time, and I honestly don't remember the last time I washed my hair.
I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing last night, so in
Me
case
too.
you didn't notice.
Yeah, same. Yeah, what? We're
Nice.
greasy fucks. Who cares?
That's hilarious.
I'm still waiting on my water heater to finish heating that hot water. I'm going to go home from here and take a 45-minute hot shower.
You deserve it after all that. What'd you listen to?
Today,
Yeah.
I'll listen to 50 Lions most of the day because we kind of talked about that last night. And the new GlassJaw, which
Hell
we'll
yeah.
talk about in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I listened to At the Drive-In, and I've been listening to a lot of Bean as an Ocean lately.
Yeah.
And then because of what happened yesterday, I had that stupid fucking Volume song stuck in my head, so I had to listen to that at least once to get it out of my head.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what'd you listen to today, Eddie? What'd you listen to on the way down here?
On the way down here, I listened to Volumes just so I could get more familiar with their music, because if I got picked to be in Volumes, I wouldn't really know any of their music. I'd be like, I really did not start listening to you guys until like last week. So, but I've been listening to Northland and Volumes today, and August Burns Red, because I like that stuff.
B, what'd you listen to?
I swear to God, I'll punch you right in the face. Sports talk radio, a little Dicky. Actually, no, yeah, we would listen to Professional Rapper all the way through. I want to say Dude at Work tried to turn on some He Is Legend and then changed his mind. And fuck, I don't even know. I think, yeah, a little, we listened to the Alexis on Fire Moaning split, the one where they cover each other's songs.
Yeah, that's a good split.
And honestly, I have no idea. I think after that it was more sports radio. Like I
Zoned out.
Yeah, I don't remember most of my workday. I know I did stuff, like I was busy, but I don't know what I was listening to at all. But in the last couple of days, trying to see if there's been a trend. Little Tides of Man the other day. Like, no, nothing super important. Nothing new. Shit, I'm boring.
Yep.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Okay, what's our Chotch Bag word of the day?
Let's play Urban Dictionary word of the day. As soon as I pull that fucker up. Eddie, are you familiar with this game we play?
Nah.
We hit the random button on Urban Dictionary, and then whatever word it lands on, we announce that out loud.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
I try to fit it in as many times as I can before the end of the episode.
Okay, can I do that too?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
as long as Brandon finds a good one.
Like, it has to make sense. Like, so many...
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not just gonna...
So many...
Dude, what if Eddie Knight literally popped up right
That's
now?
the thing. Like, people put, like, their ex-girlfriends' names in here, and it'll be like, Rebecca, a dirty, dumb bitch.
Rebecca.
And it'll be like, well, that's not a good... Like, we're not...
Fiato.
Today's Urban Dictionary word of the day is bearded clam.
Bearded clam.
Slang for a hairy, often fishy pussy. Bearded clam.
Bearded clam. See, I've never seen a bearded clam
Have
in
you
the
ever seen
flesh.
a not bearded clam?
I've only seen not bearded clams.
Okay.
Those are the only clams I clam with.
All right.
What?
So that got fucking weird. I think he
Yeah,
was
man.
trying to infer that you're a little kid and you've never seen a naked woman, and you totally just balked at it.
I have a list on my phone.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, man.
So you are
I'm pro.
a child.
I'm like Gene Simmons. I'm like Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons in 1987 was on Oprah, and Oprah asked, how many women have you slept with? Because he took a Polaroid picture of every woman he slept with and kept it and put it in a box. And he said, I'm in the low 3,000s. And that was in 1987. And on an episode of Gene Simmons' Family Jewels,
He said like 10,000 or something,
What?
right? He said like 10,000.
Well, like in the end, and then his wife made him like set them all on fire and burn them on a episode. But yeah, so he kept a list and pictures, and I'm a young connoisseur of Gene Simmons.
All right. What a weird person to idolize.
Dude,
I'm looking at
I'm
it. He
Gene,
kind of
man.
looks like a young Gene Simmons.
Well, I'm Gene. Gene's a dickhead, and I'm a dickhead, and you got to be a dickhead
Be a dickhead.
to roll.
You
To
gotta-
get bearded clam.
You got to be a dickhead to fuck that bearded clam.
To get non-bearded clams, you got to be a dickhead.
I think dickheads really get either one.
Exactly. Well, but I get non-bearded. That's what we're inferring.
Okay. Where are we at in this show
What's
right now?
going
Where are we
on?
at?
Yeah.
It's time to interview Eddie from
Let's
Hunter's Chase.
interview Eddie from Hunter's Chase.
I always do these questions out of order, so I'll refer to Brandon's wisdom.
Basically, Q likes to start the interview in the middle and be like, "Hey, what's this song mean?"
Hey, how many illegitimate children do you already have?
8.
And then you're like, no, you got to introduce yourself and shit. So yes, please formally introduce yourself, your band, and your position in said band.
All right, hello. My name was Edward Allen Knight. I go by Eddie Knight, and you can call me Ed Fuego because that's my nickname. But I'm the vocalist in Hunter's Chase, and I write all the lyrics, and I write all the vocal parts, and I help a little tiny bit with the guitar, but that's only a tiny, minuscule bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long has Hunter's Chase been a band?
So I met John, the guitar player, and Michael, he actually played bass when I met him when I was a sophomore, which was in the fall of 2012. We all met, and we started playing together, and we played 80s music for 2 years, and then all of a sudden, we decided to make it heavy, and we just started writing original music, heavy music, and then we decided to play a show, and now we're here doing this.
Now, were you a band before Hunter's Chase?
We were like a band, I guess, but we didn't like ever play any shows, and it was just kind of like for fun. We just played 80s cover songs. That was it. I mean, 80s like everything, 70s.
Okay, so Hunter's
rock.
Chase didn't have a different name before Hunter's Chase?
We were called When the Tigers Broke Free.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, we were called When the Tigers Broke Free. That was the first song from The Wall, the movie, Pink Floyd, the movie, and
I'm a big fan. Trust me. You don't need to explain that.
The Wall's my favorite movie, and it's like I compare my life to Roger Waters, and so that was what we were originally called. But then we changed it to Hunter's Chase because When the Tigers Broke Free, you can't really it's really long, and you can't find us, and blah blah blah. But Hunter's Chase you can easily find because that's my street name, and there's nothing called Hunter's Chase, so you can just find us, look us right up.
What's
Hunter's
up
Chase.
with Northern Dayton bands always naming after streets?
Dude,
or
we didn't.
cities
I
they
didn't know.
live in?
I mean, we just thought
Ludlow
it was. We just thought it was a
Falls
good
like
idea.
that.
Crossley Court,
Yeah.
Lamb's Lane.
Yeah.
Hey, Hunter's Chase is it's a nice deal.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad name. I didn't know you were named after a street.
Yep.
I was named after a highway exit once, so like a band I was in. That was embarrassing.
Man.
My old band from high school, Exit 12.
Okay.
Terrible
That was
idea.
our
Exit 12.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was bad.
That's pretty.
The band we were all right. We were great. We were good. We're all right. But yeah. Tell us about your EP.
So the EP, honestly, it's got a really shitty recording quality, and
You just come out of the gate swinging.
That's
aren't you,
yeah.
bud?
I mean, honestly,
All right.
I mean, I'm just gonna be straight up. It's a horrible representation
Find Eddie,
of
beat
who we
him
are.
up, steal an EP.
No, yeah, I mean, it's a horrible representation of who we are. We're a lot better, and honestly, the only thing that sounds kind of good on it is the vocals, and I'm not saying that because it's me. I'm saying that because that's the truth.
I'll back you up on that.
Yeah, exactly. See, I've got some cred from the dudes.
I will say it looks good.
Yeah. No, and it
cover's
does
tight.
Yeah, and the cover's tight, and I mean, and the artwork's cool. Shout out Jordan Stanley, he's the man.
That's what I was after, by the way. I was trying to get you to like promote your dude.
Yeah, Jordan Stanley, Stanley Studios. He's the man. He's got good work. He did our lyric video too, which was pretty cool. But no, I mean the songs are cool. I mean they're all cool songs and everything. It's just I wish they were recorded better, had better quality, better mix, and all that.
How was your EP release show?
The EP release show was absolutely incredible. It was the most fun I've ever had being on stage because it was just like Scott from Believe came out and pumped up the crowd, and I came out and everyone was cheering and clapping and screaming and stuff, and it was like perfect, just perfect set. Everyone did perfect. It was awesome. It was really fun. Perfect show, packed house.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
You got anything stupid to ask?
What does your lyrical content contain?
So my lyrical content, I started writing when I was like a late junior year. I started going through a depression. I went through a depression my junior and senior year of high school, and it was really bad. And I was kind of like bullied and stuff too, and no one was there to help me. And seriously, just no one was there. And so, but I had this girlfriend, and then we broke up and everything, and that was kind of what started it. So what's it called? Eternity's about this one girl. Elizabeth's about the same girl. Rid of Love's about the same girl. Can't Escape, is that about the same girl? Yeah, I mean, so honestly, it's like 4 of the songs I think are about they're about the same girl, and then one is about the one Limb from Limb, which is my favorite song on the EP, is about this kid, which is her boyfriend actually now, ironically, and he came into my house with like 20 people to fight me last spring, and it was a really bad deal, and it was like, what? I don't know. And then, so I was really upset about it and like real mad. So I went in my room after they had left and wrote Limb from Limb. Boom, wrote it. Because I was so pissed off and angry, and they made me, boom, wrote it. My favorite lyrics, whatever. I wrote it just because of that experience. I just write about my experiences and what I feel and what I know the most. You know?
That was actually a good question, not a stupid question. Good work. First it was a thumbs up, and then he flipped me off. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you get your eyebrows professionally plucked?
No, dude. I've been asked that my whole life. I've been asked that seriously my whole life, if I get my eyebrows plucked or if I get my eyelashes, I don't know, done, or mascara. I don't know. I just have long eyelashes and blue eyes and green eyes, and they change colors, and I have nice eyebrows. I don't know. I don't just do. It's natural.
All right. I just wanted to set the record straight.
I know, man. I get asked that so much, and it's annoying. I mean, I'm not like annoyed, like screw you or anything, but I'm saying like, I don't know. It's
well, now I'm fucking with you on purpose. So.
Oh shit. Well, I'm not mad. I'm not offended. I'm cool. I'm good.
At least it's a compliment.
It is a compliment. I got told at the last show by this group of dudes, which was kind of weird. It was actually like I think a guitar player from 7 Years Dead and one from Hearts Like Shadows or someone, I don't know, but they all like rounded up a group of kids, and they were like, I just got to tell you, you are the most beautiful man we've ever seen in our entire lives. And I'm like, you know what, in all honesty, I hear that all the time, and I'm not even weirded out. But it was kind of weird at the same time. I was kind of like, what the fuck?
So how many names are on your list?
What? How many names?
Yeah, you said you're on a list on your phone.
I mean, what do you? Shit.
You're bragging about the list.
You're bragging about the list.
Can I say how many numbers? I mean, is like,
how many?
My grandma gonna hear this?
If you tell her to.
Tell her to.
All right.
Look, she's already. She's already gonna be upset. Like if she's listening to this.
Yeah.
Like we're just swearing up a storm, talking about vaginas. Like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a list. I'm not trying to like get it up or anything, but it's at 6 right now. So.
How old are you? 18?
I'm only 18, yeah. I'm only 18. I just turned 18. It's all right.
You are, the youngest person to be on the show so far.
Woo!
Congratulations. I'm sure you're just as clueless as Jacob and Dylan.
About what?
I think Dylan is more clueless than Jacob.
Like we tried talking about old music, and they don't remember music. Before,
I don't know, but he's talking about he was playing that Hunters before they were Hunters.
What do you mean about old music? I know everything about classic rock and shit. I mean, that's my.
I asked them to name me 3 Led Zeppelin songs, and they couldn't.
All of my love. That's like my favorite Led Zeppelin song.
Over the Hills and Far Away, but
yeah, oh, fuck. I don't know. Yeah.
They couldn't name a song written before, like, 1990.
Dude, that's the only music I listened to. I mean, I thought music with screaming in it was the most talentless bullshit ever up until I had, like, I was going through my depression.
That's why we all play.
Well, no, but I heard Asking Alexandria, like, for the first time, and was like, this makes me, like, feel like, I don't know, it made me feel better almost. And it was like, oh, I want to do this. And I started screaming. I was like, holy shit, this is cool. And then I started doing that. But it's like, I thought it was stupid as fuck. I thought it was just like, those fucking idiots, they're just screaming. Anyone can do that. And now it's like, no, not anyone can do that. It's hard to be good at that. I mean, it's definitely not easy at all.
I was that way until I was like 15, 16. And then I got into Thrice and the second Story of the Year album, and I was like, hey, look, you know what, this is all right. But I still was only a couple bands are allowed to do it. Everybody else kind of sucks. Mm-hmm. And then I got into
like that.
And then I got into Every Time I Die, and I was just like, all right, screamy music's all right with me.
Now he's just like, there's 50 bands that's okay, and like every other band sucks.
Well, most vocalists are terrible. So
most vocalists are terrible. I judge a band as soon as the vocalist starts. That's how I pick if I'm gonna ever listen to that band again.
I don't know. I'm a vocalist, and I'm
a vocalist, and I pick the band.
Even a shitty vocalist. If the music's fantastic.
It depends on how shitty. Are we talking about Thursday shitty? We're talking about
Thursday's not shitty.
Fuck you. Jeff Rickley cannot sing.
He can't, but he can scream really well.
Barely. God, he's terrible.
Whatever. You just don't like it.
What's coming up next for Hunter's Chase? Like, what are you guys getting into?
Honestly, we want to record a music video soon. That'd be cool. We're in the middle of writing a few songs. We want to record soon. We're probably gonna record with the Brandon Mertz pretty soon.
It's Mertz.
Brandon Mertz.
I realized that we've never gone over that.
Mertz, yeah, we've never gone over.
The A is silent.
Dude, even Siri on the phone will be like,
well, Siri's
call
a bitch.
Brandon Mertz, and she'll be like, calling Brandon Mertz.
Mertz.
Yeah, well,
Mertz. AR. Hey.
Siri's a cunt. So
no, but
she's definitely a bearded clam.
Yeah, Siri's a bearded clam.
Right.
No, but I don't know. We've got some songs, and we want to record them, and I don't know. We just want to get our stuff out more, and I don't know. We need to figure out a way to promote better. So that's what we're looking into, is getting into better promoting ourselves.
A hard game to play.
Yeah, that's what we're figuring that out.
Do you want to dive into detail about what happened here last night with you?
I mean, yeah. So last night I recorded a cover of "Erased" by Volumes with Brandon Mertz.
There you go.
And Q was present. He was here, chilling and watching and listening with his eyes and ears.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am.
No, it's a good thing.
No, but so that was good. It went very well. My vocals felt very well, and I think it turned out well. I don't know if Brandon's done editing it or what, but
I haven't touched it. I went to work.
Well, when it's done, which I think it is, we can honestly just take what it is. We're gonna film it, and then we're gonna put it on YouTube and stuff, and send it to Volumes and say, hey, this is your guy. So, look out for that.
Who in your band weighs the most?
Cody Collins.
By how much?
See, I probably weigh the second most. I weigh 180. Cody probably weighs...
Is John the lightest kid in your band?
Nah, Greg is, dude. Greg's probably 100 to 120 pounds. No shit. Nah, I bet John and Greg are both around 120. Maybe Greg. Greg may be a little... Greg's a skinny little motherfucker.
Like, see, because on stage it's interesting because...
Johnny's skinny, Greg's skinnier.
Like, all of you guys are real small.
What?
Look, you're tall.
I'm not tall. I'm way bigger than fucking everyone else.
But with Cody on stage...
Okay, well, got Cody's big as fuck.
All right. Look at a picture, you guys.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
you look small. It's like you got
everybody
else.
No, it's like you got like buff guy, then you got
okay. But how old is Cody?
21.
Oh, really?
He just turned 21.
I was thinking he was older than that.
Well, I'm just saying, like Greg's got like the little like second grade shoulders. So does John, and Michael is just like in between. Michael's cool. Michael's doing his own thing, and then there's Cody doing his own thing. Cody rocks like the plaid cut off cholo thing. It's pretty interesting. He rocks that almost every show, I think.
Who in the band smells the worst?
Cody, probably.
Who is the loudest person in the band?
Honestly, probably me or Cody. Cody in public, you don't take him in public because he says very loud racist things, and he just says shit you just shouldn't say in public. Like, I mean, we'll be just walking past somebody or whatever, we'll be like, hey, nice ass, or nice tit, and then it's like, dude, it's like, why do you gotta be like that? And he does that and makes it awkward. And then I say, you know what, Cody, I'm never taking you in public again, but I do this consistently. I just keep taking him in public, and I regret it as soon as I do. I get into public, and I'm like, this was a terrible choice.
I'm basically trying to structure a bunch of questions that are gonna end in you saying Cody.
Milk was a bad choice.
I don't know how that works its way into what we're talking about. But.
Milk was a very bad choice.
Yeah.
So wait, are you trying to say Cody looks like an ugly man's Will Ferrell?
What I'm trying to say is, your mama is so ugly that I honestly don't really know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, you're just really enjoying talking.
I mean, honestly, that's just what I love to do is talk.
Yeah.
And scream.
What other things can we ask a guy about his band? Nobody in Juggernaut had anything interesting to say. Like it was like hilariously simple. They were like, we write songs.
Oh man, I'm real into
Dylan wanted to make sure that everyone knew that he is the lead singer of Juggernaut.
Nah, man, ask me shit. I'm very explanatory about shit.
I'm trying to keep it band related.
Oh no. I mean that's what I mean. I know, but I can answer band related shit.
There's just not a ton of history for me to refer to.
Yeah, you guys have been in a band a year.
Yeah, 11 months.
Yeah,
and we're rocking. It's fun.
Would you say that your EP release show is your best show so far?
Yes, our EP release show was our best show. I mean, it's like, I don't know, our first show was really just like kind of monumental for us because our first show really like set us off. It was like Cody Hale came and talked to me after the show and said he really liked it and blah, blah, blah. And he introduced like himself to me and I met him and Isaac and everybody. It was like, I got to meet everybody and it was like we kind of got some cred and then played a couple more shows and got some more cred. And now it's like, now it's fun. Now it's cool. Now we're in the game.
You're probably on Isaac's list of bands to get over. He kind of just takes the ones he likes and puts them on lots of shows. Because he believes in you. That's what he does. So you're probably on his list, and that's a cool place to be.
Yeah, no, for sure. And Isaac, seriously, has like since day one, before we even like knew each other, was just so nice. It was awesome. It was a really good guy to get to know.
So, how many more times are you going to promise to stay till the end of the show, and then all of you leave before the end of the show?
Honestly, we don't want to play any more hardcore shows, so we won't have to do that again, I don't think.
Go ahead.
Why? You're a hardcore band.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. Band. Metalcore is hardcore.
Well, hardcore fans don't like us, and
I say the same shit. Don't worry.
We're not.
You're
hardcore.
both Jews.
We're not. I mean, you know what? Maybe I am a little Jewish. But to be honest, hardcore shows just aren't Hunter's Chase, I don't think. Even though we both have the acronym of HC.
Yeah. And your t-shirts say hardcore on them.
Yep. Yes, they do, Q. I'm rocking one right now. I wish everyone out there could see it.
Are you printing new shirts soon?
We are going to be printing new shirts
logos?
soon. We're going to have the new logo on it. We're getting new designs. Hopefully one with the album cover on it. But we want to make it not just like the straight up album cover. We want to do something cool. We've got a couple ideas in the works that are going to turn out pretty cool. So new t-shirts are going to be up soon. That'll be cool.
What else you got? Anything? I don't know anybody in the band well enough to like ask questions about them.
Well,
you got any funny stories?
Any funny stories?
Good band stories.
Good band stories. Oh, okay. So here's a funny one. So when John played guitar still, and Michael played bass at this point. Michael is our drummer right now, but he used to be our bass player. And our other from Troy, he played drums, and I was the vocalist still, and I played guitar too. And so through some people that my bass player through some people that Michael's parents knew. At their lake house in Indiana, we got to open up for Willie Nelson's daughter, Paula Nelson, in Indiana at this barn, and that was really cool. We played like 10 80s songs, like we played not just 80s, 70s, 80s, and current. We played like Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers when we played You've Got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest, and we played some Poison and Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith.
Don't
and
talk
stuff.
to Brian about Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right, well,
I'm indifferent towards Red Hot
I
Chili
won't talk
Peppers.
to him about that. But what I'm saying
super
is,
hate Guns N' Roses.
We played like
Me
classic.
too.
They're one of my favorite bands. But we
That's
played
a shame.
That is a real shame.
Well, I'm ashamed. But we honestly
Rolls of the fucking punches.
I know
like
we just we played the classic rock and it was cool and it was a fun show.
Just stick
Paul
with
Nelson
Gene
was
Simmons
just
as your idol
stoked.
and not Axl Rose.
Oh no! I know. Well, that's why I refer to myself and John as like Gene and Paul. It's like it's like we like Gene and Paul are like they are Kiss, and not that like John and I are the face of Hunter's Chase, but it's like it's like we're kind of like the guys keeping it rolling. I don't know, keeping the gears rolling.
Yeah, the leaders of the band.
Yeah. The execs.
You don't have any other interesting shit about the band, do you?
I don't really know. Nobody's really. I mean, I don't know. I come up with all the concepts and I come up with all the lyrical content. And it's all from my life, and that's like the only interesting stuff
They're
about our
like band shenanigans. Like
band shenanigans.
there's one time the van broke down and like
Yeah, see,
we had to do this and like we were all the way in such and such.
Everything rolls out smooth and tight so far, which is bad because we don't really know what it's like to just get fucked up and have our shit fucked.
Yeah, ask Eternal Void.
Yeah.
Those poor kids.
Yeah, see.
I say
not
kids,
kids.
half of them are older than me.
Yeah. Dylan's way older than you.
Or whatever.
I don't know. It's like we've got a van that's pretty, like, damn near brand new. So that's cool. So that hopefully won't break down. I don't know. I don't know. We haven't had run it. We've only played 11 shows. We're not really that fucking that far into our career. We don't really know what the fuck we're doing still.
And this is like the second incarnation of your first band.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call that a band what we had before. I don't know why we do. I don't know why we say established in 13. That's fucking, that doesn't even make sense. First of all, because we established in 12 actually. 13 just fucking doesn't even make sense. Whoever's shirt idea with this was fucking stupid. What the hell? Why did I just go off like that? Nah, but what I'm saying is that we started in 2012 to clear up the facts from the non-facts.
From the t-shirt, which is non-canon.
Yeah, what the fuck? What an idiot idea. Yeah. But yeah.
That could probably finish up an interview.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah, you talking about how your own t-shirt's inaccurate.
Hey, buy one.
So they can make more.
So we can make more of them and take more of your money.
Break time.
Break time.
Take a break?
Yep.
Take a break. Back, and Q's bladder is empty and his lungs are full of smoke, so now we're going to talk about some shit.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was expecting a reaction, and you just gave me nothing.
No, I don't. I feel like shit.
That's 'cause you're a fag. I just do it. I do it just so he gives me dirty looks. It's so much.
And he looks at me and he's like, dude, I'm about to fucking kill this guy.
He's just a pompous ass.
Yep. GlassJaw released a new fucking song today.
Who?
Let's just go ahead and
Yesterday.
talk about it. Did you say who to GlassJaw?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm non-cultured in a lot of areas. But I have you guys here to culture me.
So GlassJaw's been around since 96.
Yep, that's why
I was going to say 9, but
I think Everything You Ever Wanted to Know maybe came out in 99, but
that's probably why.
they were out before that. Do you know who Head Automatica is?
Who?
Yeah. GlassJaw is a Long Island post-hardcore screamo band.
Oh, yeah, see. Okay, that makes sense.
They play really chaotic, artsy shit.
They play artsy noise.
That stuff's kind of cool, I guess, but not really.
I mean, it's cooler than Hunter's Chase.
Yeah, I guess.
So they released a new fucking song, and it's the first one since 2010 or 11
I think 10.
when they released those 2 EPs.
Yeah.
They were both tight,
Yep.
and they might be releasing an album soon.
Yep.
and I really liked it. The bass work is super sweet. The guitar parts were nasty. The weird part is that their original drummer and bassist who came back for those 2 EPs have since left, and the drums and bass were still super tight. Burned, right?
Burn, not burn.
Burn. Just
BURN.
like
burn.
Present tense.
Correct.
Okay.
You should know this. You're straight edge.
Okay. The new GlassJaw's fucking awesome. Listen to it.
It was enjoyable. There was just something about Daryl's vocal patterns that were very safe.
I expect the rest of the album to be more interesting, but at this point, GlassJaw could put out a 3.5 minute fart, and I would love it.
Okay, I totally disagree with that.
No, just fucking GlassJaw can do no wrong right now.
Okay.
That's really all you got on that?
Yeah, I mean, they'll be here in February, and I'll probably go see them.
I might go with you.
Nope.
What else we got on here? Attila released a new T-shirt
Oh, God.
Oh my God!
Why did you bring this up?
that
That's
just says
fucking
fuck like
stupid.
40 times on it.
Oh my God! Stupid as fuck.
Like,
Where do you wear that? Where?
I don't know.
I don't know either, because, I mean, if my Pussy Money Weed shirt gets me kicked out of Dave & Buster's at 2 o'clock in the morning, where the fuck am I supposed to wear a fuck shirt?
I screen capped it because I'm going to use it as a reaction picture. But literally down the front are 4 from like chest to chest. Fuck. And the sleeves.
On the sleeve, yeah.
Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fucks down the sleeves.
9 fucks that Franz gives. He gives 9 fucks.
Okay,
on each
first
sleeve.
off, Eddie, since this is technically your generation of music,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Attila?
You know, honestly, I think Franz is a fucking idiot. And I think I don't know. I listened to Attila a little bit, and I practice to a lot of Attila songs because Franz, in spite of being an idiot, actually writes some interesting shit that's kind of like good for learning like some tongue twister type shit that like I could never ever be a perfect fucking image and like that type of shit. I don't know. I think it's cool. It's kind of like interesting, but I think their message is fucking just ridiculous. I don't know why they're famous or big or people even go to their shows. Their message is there is no message. It's they might as well just call themselves fucking Lil Wayne, and I'd rather go see Lil Wayne because I actually like Lil Wayne. So that's what I have to say about Attila.
I don't like Attila.
They're fucking stupid. They're talent. They're literally just like.
Brandon, have you actually ever listened to Attila?
They're ridiculous. They're fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and I just couldn't even wrap my head around. It was somehow worse than Upon a Burning Body.
I'm a bad motherfucker, not a fucking role model. Fuck your.
It's just garbage. It's just silly shit.
Nah, it is, but it's like the lyrics. It's not even like Steel Panther funny.
It's not
stupid.
similar to. It's more similar to Amir to me than it is.
Yes, and I don't like Amir. I don't think Amir's good.
Amir could blow a dick.
Amir.
I don't care if they used to be a decent hardcore band. Now they're a joke.
They were a decent hardcore band.
I don't think
I was giving it
good.
a real thumbs up. I don't like Amir. There's a couple songs of theirs that I listen to.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
every
really funny
band's
to
kinda
play
like that.
Amir or Attila if you go into a bar that only plays country and you go up to the jukebox and then you watch everybody's response.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
When everybody
Amir's
is literally
shit.
like sitting there and all of a sudden, ask your girl what my dick tastes like, and then everybody in the room just looks around like, who the fuck played this?
Didn't that dude like lose his vocal cords or some shit like last year on
He had
tour?
to have surgery. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think they were good before. So
The shirt says fuck 22 times.
22 times. That's a lot of times.
Like-
It's a lot of fucking times.
It's not even clever anymore. Like, they used to just pick a word from, or a line from one of their songs, and they,
Ronnie Radke is my
that's what-
spirit animal.
That's what most bands do is they pick a line from one of their songs and then put it on there.
they pick the most offensive thing they could find, and they put it on their t-shirt.
Fuck.
And then,
I mean, they already had a shirt that said "suck a fuck," so I mean,
Suck my fuck.
yeah, that. So I don't know. This is just
It's ridiculous.
somehow less thought.
yeah.
Come on, get him running with the different.
Let's see. While we're on music news, this is going to mean nothing to either of you, but Secret and Whisper might be getting back together.
No one knows who that is.
They used to be Stutterfly.
Nope. Still nothing.
And then they got a new vocalist.
What kind of music is it?
It's like if Circa and Seosin were good.
Oh, so fucking garbage.
Who?
What?
Who did you even do? Who are
Circa,
those?
Survive, and Seosin. I know who
Who the
both
fuck
those
are-
bands
who-
are, but
who
they
are
both
they?
suck.
What planet are you from?
I'm from fucking Earth.
Dude, he listens to the 80s and deathcore. Like, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Confusing. Anyway, they're like if Seosin were better. And then the lead singer left, and then they started another band called Shreddy Krueger. And they're
That's a tight
okay.
name.
I've heard of them. I've heard
And-
of Shreddy Krueger.
I haven't. But
I bet
that's a
they don't
tight
shred
name.
though.
But so first there was a picture circulating of all them hanging out, and it was like, oh shit. And then
shit.
they reactivated their Instagram, and they might be a band again. So
Wow.
that'll be tight because I
How
love
long
that
ago
band.
did they break up?
Like 2011, 12, something like that.
Okay. I don't know. I just, like you said, they reactivated their Instagram, so they had to have broken up within the last 8, 6, 7 years, because that's when Instagram started. It was
Yeah.
like 5, 6 years ago.
Okay, so moving through this. Who's Free? What about Free?
Freeze, so basically 4 out of the 5 members of Have Heart, I believe the 4 that are still straight edge.
Oh, right,
started
right.
a new band that sounds a lot like Have Heart. It's called Free. The demo's on Bandcamp. If you liked Have Heart or any real melodic hardcore, not Ghost Inside melodic hardcore, anything like that, then you should definitely check it out. It's pretty good. Even Gruber liked it yesterday.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's good.
What about the Plot and You?
Plotting you's badass.
You're an
Everyone here knows how much I hate the Plot.
What the fuck? Why?
They're terrible.
What the
Greg,
fuck?
but Greg from Ocean Grid came over and we started talking about it because they did those 4 days with the Plot and You last week or something. And I sat down and he made me listen to the new Plot and You.
Dude, it's pretty fucking good.
It's really fucking good.
Oh, hell yeah. See? Someone gets me.
It's like Deftones and Static X.
Dude, have you ever
What?
heard King 810?
Yeah,
No, have you
gotta listen to-
have you listened to King 810 before?
Yeah, I hate
These,
them.
no,
Fuck that
but they're
band.
like King 810.
No,
like
King 810 is
the
a
vocal
shit.
style. What?
No.
Oh,
King
what?
810 is shit. We'll talk about it later.
Modern
Shit.
music makes me sad.
Anyways,
What the
no, like we can listen to one song with it later, and like you'll
good
like
as
it. It's
fuck.
straight fucking new metal.
Badass.
That's strange.
There's no deathcore in it at
It's
all.
really fucking good.
right.
It doesn't reflect their first album at all.
What about Lamb of God now?
Badass.
They skipped out on playing Europe after the Paris attacks,
Pussies.
and now there's a bunch of people with that sentiment running their mouths on the internet about how they're gonna fight Lamb of God because they're too big
Whoa.
of pussies to go overseas.
Well, I don't know why you'd want to fight Lamb of God because I heard that Randy Blythe is a murderer.
God damn it.
I heard he kicks guys off the stage and kills them in Czech Republic.
They gets thrown in fucking prison.
And then gets thrown in prison, and then the U.S. goes, "We got you,
I
fam."
don't know. What's your take on it? Just thought process.
That's some pussy ass shit. I would be torn. I'd be fucking melting faces off.
Well, I
Dude,
remember.
shit. I'll go front Lamb of God in Europe.
I remember reading an interview a couple days ago where a band, they were like the one of the first bands to perform in Paris after that. And they said it was a great show, obviously because, you know, people had their attitudes right and everyone, like, they were feeling it because clearly there's a lot of emotion going into. I mean, it wasn't 12 whole hours before Paris was, like, making political cartoons and standing in the streets. Like, you're not going to fucking push us around.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to stop being Paris, France. Like, fucking bring it on. So it didn't take long for the music culture to catch up. And I can't remember what the band was, but they were the first band to perform in Paris after that. And they were like, it was great. and some other tours like decided they weren't going there.
It wasn't just Paris though; it was all of Europe. Is what I'm talking about.
And okay, so on one hand, I want to say you should be fearless because music makes people strong, it gives people hope, and they need that from you. Right. That is kind of your kind of your duty.
But I mean, like at the
However,
same time,
Lamb of God has not had luck in Europe, so they should probably just stay here for the next decade to make sure they don't accidentally fucking cut somebody off in traffic and all end up in prison because that guy died the next day or some stupid shit. So I can see why they, given their financial situation, given their history, might consider, and even their name, might consider staying the fuck out of Europe for a little while. But and I hate to use this silly line of reasoning, but like, if you stop living, if you stop doing what you want, if you stop celebrating, then the terrorists win. So like, not every band can do it, but I understand Lamb of God.
Here's the thing. They're a band. If they choose to do that, then that's their choice. End of the day. Nobody, you could say, if anyone wants to sit here and say they're a bunch of pussies, that's cool. But if you want to say like, fuck them, I'm never listening to their song again because they didn't go to Europe.
Nah, that's stupid. That's kind of ridiculous. But honestly, to bring up like Randy Blythe and shit, I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, but he said some really ignorant shit that like pissed me the fuck off on Instagram. Recently, yeah. I mean, in the past few months, and it kind of bothered me. He was kind of talking about how he hates when people come up to him and ask him about like his music life and like music and want to talk to him about that shit. And when people bring that up, and when people, and he said it's a fucking, he hates it, and it's a job, and it's only thinks of it as a job, and it's not fun, and blah blah blah. And the thing is like, the only reason we know Randy Blythe's name is because of music, of his songs, and it's like, and how are you gonna sit there and like,
okay, but at the same time, I haven't seen Randy.
I understand.
I haven't seen Randy since probably 2005. But with him coming up through the metalcore scene, which was the hardcore scene in the early 2000s,
and then all of a sudden being the biggest butt rock band in the world.
Yeah, now, but I mean, like back then,
basically they're Five Finger Death Punch.
Back then,
not really though.
But they started as a semi decent like alternative metal band, turned into we're gonna play Rock on the Range every year to a bunch of hillbillies. They're a butt rock band now.
Even in 2005, his basic reaction was like, if these guys said Lamb of God was done tomorrow, I would go back to my factory job and I'd feel a whole lot better because I don't have to run into people. I don't get that,
man.
Because some people don't like fame.
That's just crazy.
I mean, Maynard James Keenan's the best example.
Yeah.
He's a fucking recluse on purpose. Ask him about the new Tool record. Like,
Howard from Killswitch is the same way. Like, when Killswitch was playing to 1,000 people and he had like 30 friends a night coming up and saying, hey, Howard, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. That was cool. But when all of a sudden, like, he walks into a mall because he's got to go pick up, like, shorts for his sister for Christmas, and he can't make it into one store without everyone mobbing him and asking for his autograph, that shit pisses you off. Like,
yeah, no, bet.
I'm not famous at all, but when, like, I have to go to BP to grab, like, a drink, and I literally want to go right back home, and I run into 15 people that want to go, hey, Q, I haven't seen you in a grip, and what's going on, and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's frustrating. Mm-hmm. That's on a much smaller level.
Yeah, no, I feel... No, my whole thing about it is it's just like, I don't know, just... It seemed like he just doesn't really appreciate.
It's not that he doesn't appreciate. He honestly...
I just think they get tired.
Yeah.
They get real tired in a fucking hurry, especially if you've been locked in a Czech prison before. Like, dudes,
I'm surprised Lamb of God survived that.
Yeah. Like they were broke. They flat out said like, we don't know if we can be a band because we don't have any money. Like we asked the fans for money to help pay for the court case.
Why didn't they have any money? How'd they have no money saved up and shit?
They used it all. Do you have any idea how much legal fees are? Especially legal fees overseas.
That's crazy.
Like, keeping somebody in prison is expensive.
Wow.
Like, I don't know how the Czech Republic works with their, like, commissary and all that, but, like, they were probably giving him money to eat food and not get stabbed and all kinds of shit. Like, That legal battle went on for a long time. So at the end of it, they were broke. They weren't completely broke. They had assets. Obviously, they own their name. They own merchandise. They're going to get royalties and shit. But like as far as like money to play around with, they didn't have shit. So the fact that they're still a band is amazing. I don't think they should be going on European tours until they have money again.
But regardless of European tours is what keeps American bands relevant and pays them. I mean, like, my buddy John from CDC, I remember this was several years ago, but I mean, like, they did their final U.S. tour, and they came through here, and they crashed at the house, and we were hanging out, and, like, he's just literally like, I was like, so, are you for real done? He's like, well, we're going to go do Europe, and then come back, and probably do, like, 3 hometown shows, and then that's it. And he's like, you know, like, right now, we're sitting at, like, 15 grand in the hole. Like, just from everything. You know, like, vans breaking down and shit like that. And they took 2 months over in Europe and came back. And John was like, hey, can you book a show for us in Cincy again? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I thought you guys were done. And he's like, no, we went over to Europe for 2 months and made like $38,000 profit.
That's what's up.
And I mean, like, that, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're talking about, especially during the summer, like just one band, just like, I'm just using this example as like numbers that I've heard and maybe even not 100% accurate, but Biohazard can go over there for a week, play 7 separate festivals each week. Here, they play a festival. Maybe they're get like, if they're the headliner, they might be getting anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. They go over to Europe and like, you're talking 20 to 30,000, maybe even more if they're an actual headliner.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty easy to defend Randy Blythe in this position. It would be really hard to defend Joe Schmo vocalist from some terrible metalcore band. If Matty Mullins went on another one of his being on the road is hard and I miss my wife and I hate all these hoes that want to sleep with me and I hate attention. Like their fucking third album is literally just him bitching about being famous. It's like, well, fucking quit, go away.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
just
fuck yeah.
Just stop making music then if you want to bitch about it. Like you're not that special. Your life's not that hard. Shut up. Like Randy Blythe's been through some shit, so I get it.
Agreed. Totally agreed. Thank you.
Next topic.
Okay, do a recap of the Queers show because I don't know dick about this.
So basically, what I saw through internet stuff was the Queers played the Northside Yacht Club last week on the 28th, and it was supposed to be it was originally hopefully to be an all ages show, and then I guess it was supposed to be an 18 and up show, and then people bought pre-sales and pretty much sold out the venue, and when they showed up, if you weren't over the age of 21, you weren't getting in. Now I find out later that maybe halfway through, around 10 or 11, it was fixed. And I'm guessing that hopefully everybody got to see the show. I'm not actually sure how well the show itself actually did. But I know it battled with the Misfits at the Thompson House, which I heard was a good show, and Reliant K at Bogart's. Nice.
Which is nice.
Why don't you like hardcore, Eddie?
You know, honestly, it's just not me. It's just not my deal.
But I mean, you play in something so similar to metalcore takes everything from hardcore.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just hardcore is not my deal. I don't know. I don't like it. Different from, I don't know. I don't know. I like weird music. I like deathcore and I like metalcore, and I'm real picky about what I listen to. I don't like really like high vocalists. I'm very picky about who I like. Very picky about all the music I listen to.
Here's the only thing that I'm going to bring up about this, and that is like, you say you don't want to play a hardcore show, and like, I'm not saying that this is you, but this is bands in the past that I've had to deal with. They go, I'll hit them up and be like, hey, I need a band, you know, any genre, come out and play this show. And they'll be like, oh, we've never heard of this band. Yeah, I know. I just need you to come out, play, hopefully bring 5 people, help this band to get from point A to point B. And they go, no, we can't play. Ask them again, like 3 months later, like, hey, I got this band. They're like, oh, we've kind of heard of this band. They don't really sound like us. We're not going to come out and play. Okay. Same situation, basically, maybe like 2 months later. Same thing where they're like, oh, maybe like for a time they're like, oh, we don't want to play your house because why would we ever play a basement? That's silly. Not a 6-member band like Brandon's band, but like
5.
just... Oh, I thought you guys were 6 at one time.
No.
Okay, whatever, 5. But anyways, you had a keyboard and...
It's very difficult to play in your basement as us.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
The spot that you...
We are as us.
The spot that you give an entire band to play down there is the amount of space that I physically require.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm going to walk every inch of that.
Anyways, basically, so all this happens, and then obviously, like, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but me or Chris gets a show like the Acacia Strain. And then all of a sudden, every band that won't play any other show is like, we want on this. We want on this now. No.
Exactly. All right. Well, here's my input on what you're saying is that you can blame that all on Cody and Michael, and I blame that on everyone else in my band except me. Don't blame me. You can ask anybody, because so the one kind of thing Cody brought up was, we're not playing weekday shows anymore because there's no need to play weekday shows because nobody goes to shows on the weekdays. So we're not doing that anymore. And we're not playing shows that are our music genre because that makes no sense. And we're only playing shows that are big shows where there's going to be like 50 plus people. And I said, we're not like a big name that we're like, oh, we only play big shows. Like, whatever happened to that? We used to talk about like whatever happened to like going to shows and playing for 3 fucking people, and that's it. I'm down to do that, but it's the rest of my band now. Who's
your favorite metalcore band?
My favorite metalcore band
or deathcore? Anything close to your genre? Just name one. It doesn't even have to be your favorite.
Northlane. Okay, but they're not really.
So say I had Northlane coming through. Of course, you would want to open for them.
Fuck yeah.
But if I asked you guys to open for 12 other shows and you're like, no,
you wouldn't put us on it. Nah, and you know what? That's why I say we should always take every show opportunity. I don't know why.
I mean, I don't think you should take every show opportunity.
Not everyone, but to a degree. I mean, I do like to take as many as we can. I mean, but that's not how they are. Like,
there's a certain degree of this isn't worth it. We're going to get nothing out of this. The crowd's going to hate us. It's a Tuesday. They want us to sell tickets. There's no way we're going to be able to sell these tickets. It's at a venue nobody goes to.
I definitely never have made anyone sell.
Right, well, I mean, maybe it's a jarred show, but you know what I mean. Like fucking Crucible on a Tuesday is like a $12 pre-sale or whatever.
I mean, that show might actually do.
But it's a weekday in Cincinnati. It's not going to work. Like, it's absolutely not going to work. Some small hardcore shows will do okay on weekdays, but for the most part, this is a weekend kind of town. Yeah, the Unearthed show on that Thursday did pretty sweet. Like, but really think about it historically. Like, there's a reason that you put all your big shit on the weekends.
Okay, but that's the thing. Like,
this is a weekend kind of town. So I get it here.
Not him, but like, there's other kids Eddie's age that will be like literally, like, they just don't know anything. Like, they'll come up and be like, you have this big tour package and it's on a Thursday. I don't understand. Why didn't you just put it on a Saturday? We don't get to work like that. We don't get to choose that.
Yeah. They'll pick big cities they know are going to do well.
It's not even I mean, it's not even that. It's just whatever's the route.
Right. But they'll adjust the route to make sure that they hit Chicago on a weekend.
Usually.
Yeah, because that's smart.
Yeah.
Now, if they're so big it doesn't matter, then it doesn't fucking matter. Lincoln Park will play anywhere, any day, and still make $50,000.
Yeah, they could play Fargo, North Dakota. And
on a Tuesday.
On a Monday.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I share your sentiment because I don't want to play hardcore shows because I've played enough shows for Q and watched the crowd literally turn their backs on me.
That's what I'm saying. That's how it was.
Like, there comes a point where you're like, you know what, man? Like, if this isn't going to sound like us, like, I'm cool with doing you a solid, but, like, I've gotten in so many arguments with the rest of my band about how shitty a show went. because I was trying to do you a solid and fill in as an opener. Like, it's not even worth it. Like,
Nice.
at this point, it's like, do I want to play a bad show that I'm going to hate and I'm just going to be pissed off and, like, be wretchedly miserable about how unsuccessful I am because I just watched the only 15 people in this room literally go outside, and I know 90% of them don't even smoke. They just wanted to be farther away from me while I was trying to convey my art. That shit hurts my insides. I can't fucking do it.
Okay.
Been there.
If a show's going to flop that bad, I don't want to play it.
Your situation and his situation are two separate things.
No, but I understand where
The
he's
reason
coming
most people
from.
walk out when your band is playing is because they actually don't like you because you talk shit about them.
Which is fucking stupid.
Well, you talk shit
Do you have
about
any
them.
idea how many bands I watch and I fucking hate every member of the band?
And there's also a lot of bands that you don't watch and you never have met any of them. You're just like, I don't like this music. Eddie, on the other hand, and maybe this is where I'm fucking up, and maybe it is, but we saw, and I know you saw, Hale play 4 shows at my house where everybody walked outside and didn't watch them. And then miraculously on that 5th show, everyone's like, you know what? I don't like this. Cody's really cool. Drew's really cool. Zach's really cool. And they have breakdowns. Let's watch this band.
But that's the thing is that Hale had crossover appeal. They had circle pits. They had 2 steps. They
So
were
does
deathcore.
Hunters.
No, not even close. They were.
Hunters is 10 times more talented than Hale.
I'm not arguing that point.
And they're
I
10
think
times closer to hardcore than Hale.
I disagree. You guys, and I mean, it's not a knock. It's you guys are more traditional metal than Hale is more traditional, like hardcore based
way.
in the song structures. That's why hardcore kids, fucking Black Chris, and who the fuck always goes nuts in their pits. All kinds of dudes, hardcore dudes. And I'm like, holy shit! They only normally pit to hardcore bands. And then Hale would play, and they'd be all over it because it's close enough for them. I don't write monotonous act breakdowns,
No.
so they don't like me.
They're ridiculous.
Whatever, you're looking into it.
There's a completely different scene for music like mine. I do not have that
Yeah, go
crossover
play a
appeal.
bar and play in front of drunk people.
I do not have the crossover appeal to play to hardcore kids. It doesn't work.
Even though you basically play another form of hardcore.
Yeah, but they don't like that. We
still
sing and
playing
have
hardcore.
I think
structure
our
in our
stuff's more
songs.
intricate. Yeah, I mean, our music is actually more intricate. I don't know. I think a lot of hardcore is I don't want to offend anyone, but it just seems very
You're gonna offend me
simplistic.
no matter what.
It's just very simple. A lot of the music's just very just like
Dude,
fucking
half the hardcore
simple.
bands I listen to blow Hunter's Chase out of the water.
Okay.
And 95% of the bands
See, but I don't
are-
know hardcore.
And
Most of it's repetitive, monotonous,
no,
See?
it's not.
barbarically
That's
simple.
where I'm getting at.
No,
But
it's
that's
not.
its appeal.
No, it's
it's
not.
primal
That's its appeal, yeah.
and simple, and any idiot can understand a lot of it. Then you get a band like To the Wind, and they're insane. But like for the most part, it's just beat down. It's
I mean,
all
there's 1,000
terrible.
different types of hardcore.
Most of it's really boring. I'm just saying, those 2 groups of people will never see eye to eye, and they'll never ever enjoy the same shows. That's just what's going to happen. Like.
I disagree.
Well, you disagree because you are open-minded. The people that you bring to shows are not.
I don't
know
bring anyone
this
to shows.
because I've watched them completely turn on me when I'm trying to play. Unless I'm doing an acoustic set, then it's fine.
Whatever. We're going to drop this before I get pissed off.
All right, well, you can go ahead and get pissed off about the things you don't want to admit.
No, it's just because you're an asshole. Everyone would love Ronan if you weren't such a prick.
No, they wouldn't,
Yes,
because
they
we
would.
sing
It
and our
doesn't
songs are
matter.
complicated.
There's plenty of songs.
Do you have any idea?
There's plenty of
Do you have
bands that
any
they all
idea
listen to.
how many of your head tattooed skinhead weirdo friends
Stop.
have come up to me and said, your band would be tight if you stopped singing. Why are you guys such faggots?
What?
Nobody.
That's rude.
Not a single
5
person.
people.
Not a single
5
person.
fucking
Probably
people.
Luke fucking with you.
No, he said, yeah, man, it's tight. We're homies, but it's not for me. That's all he said. Because you know what? Luke's a respectable human being.
Luke also doesn't go to shows.
Well, yeah, no, because he works all the time and he's an antisocial weirdo who hangs out with the dudes in his house.
Black metal.
Yeah, and
He
likes
is
black
black
metal.
metal. Luke is black metal. Did you
Anyway.
wish him a happy birthday today?
No.
Okay, you should.
No, I shouldn't because that's black metal. I'll say it tomorrow.
Okay.
And say, I wish you died on your birthday. Happy birthday. Hail in Kyridian.
Okay.
Or some other black metal nihilist thing.
Dude, now I miss Enchiridion.
They were tight.
Yep.
Anyway. There's music stuff. The new Denialist song.
Let's go to Rock on the Range first.
That's going to take a while.
Okay. Eddie, what do you think of the new Denialist song?
It's all right. I mean,
I figured I'd ask you first. You would say the nicest thing.
Well, I mean, I like all the guys in Denialist, and the song's all right. But I mean, I'm not gonna be one of those stereotypical people in the Dayton music scene that's gonna be like, "Oh, dude, you see the new Denialist song? Oh, video, oh yeah." It's like, I don't.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he's gonna.
You're not trying to dick suck.
Nah, yeah, I'm not trying to dick suck. That's what everyone's all like, ooh. It's like, I know those guys and they're cool and we're cool. It's like, I'm not trying to like be like, ooh. I mean,
there's a lot of dick riding going on in Dayton right now.
Oh my God, yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I'm just trying
including
to
the
be
band
up.
you're playing with Friday.
Wait, who? Oh my God, yeah. I haven't met those guys yet. And Hold Your Breath. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
their
man,
music is the most dick ride. I don't even.
Oh my
get
God,
it.
yeah, no, I haven't even
listened to it. I think I
Yeah,
heard the
maybe
one.
you should listen to
It's
it.
really good. The mix is really. He worked.
The mix is
Jake
really
Bryant,
good, but
Jake Bryant really did fucking well on that. Which
'Cause he
pisses me
wanted-
off.
'cause
I know
he's their
too,
band. 'Cause
Exactly,
they're
because he
his
wanted
band.
to. He didn't want to fuck with us, and now he wants to. It's like, but now we're like, nah, bring in Paul style.
Anyway, I mean, I thought it sounded like they took all the breakdowns, like all the things about Hail that I found like to be what they do, not the interesting parts in between, but like, oh, this is where Drew's gonna play the fucking half blasts. This is where they're gonna do the Doom thing with the really slow leads over top. Every like typical Hail Denialist thing, it was just that remixed.
See,
and I mean, they never did anything for me on record. I enjoyed them live because it's hard not to. Holy shit, that fucking noise is just insane, and just the only thing you can do when you hear it is just go nuts. It's the sound of madness. But I really do think, unfortunately, Cody was the appeal for me in that band.
Same.
And now they kind of just sound like they want to get signed, and I know they want to get signed. And I think they, at least from the two songs I've heard, I think they took too drastic of measures to do so. Like, come on, look at the lyrical content. The dude literally just starts yelling motherfucker over and over again. Come on, man. Like, gotta try harder than that. Like, there's not even any t-shirt breakdowns. He just yells motherfucker. A lot.
I don't fucking need you. That's on their new T-shirt. I don't fucking need you.
Yeah, that's not even.
Okay,
t-shirt
I don't
worthy.
think there's anything reminiscent of Denialist of the EP in this new song.
In Namicon, you mean?
Yeah, from Namicon.
Well, because Namicon was so much like more nu metal, and it was so aggressive. It wasn't even heavy; it was aggressive.
Yeah.
Cody did a lot of really interesting things with vocal patterns and stuff. Like,
this new song is definitely basically the same thing you said. It's nothing. It's all the non-interesting parts from Dynasties rolled up into one song. Are you about to read us sheet music?
Nah, I'm practicing for my audition next week at Sinclair. I gotta practice this Italian song and this Broadway song.
glad you're using your time here wisely.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing your homework.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, I'm happy for him.
I just don't
the
get
recording
it.
quality's tight. It's way better than anything they've released so far.
That Sammy dude in Michigan.
But, like, I don't know. It does less for me than it did before. And, like, that's going to sound like I'm talking shit. But, like, I'll tell any of them, like, Hail and Denialist were not my thing at all.
Yeah.
Everybody else, like, drank the Kool-Aid on that. And I don't like deathcore. Like, it's not my thing.
I mean, like,
So
there was something
I like
there.
it
There's
less.
something there that's not there now. Whether it is Cody or Zach.
I mean, that's just it though. Like, it's not even just in the vocal.
Oh no,
The songs feel different.
but I'm saying they're a 4-piece.
I mean, I don't think that really matters.
Maybe not, but I don't know. I don't know.
The comparison I made
sounds like.
The comparison I made is that they sounded like the Man Overboard of deathcore.
Yes, that's true. Just so typical. Just so like, oh, breakdown. Oh, it's gonna do this. Oh, it's gonna do this. It's like you can just call out the whole song.
They could dig deeper. I know they can do better than that. So maybe that's part of where I'm coming from.
See, you're killing me on that analogy because I'd rather listen to this new song than any Man Overboard ever.
But how Man Overboard is like pop punk. Like they're like a joke in how stereotypical they are.
They're still one of the biggest pop punk bands.
Yeah, well, that's because they printed T-shirts that everyone liked.
Defend Uncle Tom.
Yeah. But I have like 3 of those. I don't know where they came from.
Defend Uncle Tom?
And none of them fit.
Okay.
They're like mediums.
Okay.
I can't fit in that shit. Give them to Fuego over here.
Yeah, you can give one to Fuego.
What are they? What is it?
Uncle Tom shrunk into a medium. He can have one.
Okay, Up All Night. Because it's the next thing on here.
What do you think of?
I think Landon Stamper's an incredible vocalist. I think I haven't had a nice thing to say about the Paramedic ever. I think when I heard that Landon was taking over for the Paramedic and then the Paramedic was not a band and then like 3 of those dudes were just going to be another band, I was like, hell yeah, Landon's going to be in a band. What I got instead was a bunch of rap cliches set to a really boring metalcore song. Apparently, that's the point. It's all cliches and silly shit, and they're gonna scream, yo, it's Mr. Steal Your Bitch, and whatever. And like, I don't get the joke.
I don't get any of the jokes. I didn't realize it was a joke until somebody came in here and told us it was a joke.
But it's a joke, but it's not a joke. They're taking it seriously, but they're taking their not serious music seriously. It's basically Attila with singing.
Yeah.
It's silly. It's for shock value. And I mean, I don't get it. I stated that I was a little disappointed because I had an expectation, which is my fault. I take full responsibility for the fact that I had an expectation and it was completely the opposite of what I expected.
I'm going to blame you too because you said he was a good singer, so I had an expectation.
He is a great singer. You can't tell from that, but he is a great singer. And somebody, I'm not even going to say a name because then I'll end up in another argument. Somebody came at me sideways like, how dare you say you're disappointed in somebody else's music? Be like, listen, motherfucker, I made a very valiant point here. I expected a thing. I got a different thing. I said, sorry, it's not for me. You can understand why, if this was my expectation, that instead what I got was disappointing to me. Good luck. Have a nice career. And instead, people wanted to fucking argue with me about it. And I was trying to be polite.
Logan said the same thing. Logan was like, I don't get this. And Landon was like, look. I forget. I read the actual comments on it, and they had a disagreement over what it was supposed to be about and blah, 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 blah. But to me, it's a joke that doesn't need to be a joke. Attila doesn't need to be in existence. Falling in Reverse doesn't need to be in existence. I'm not going to go there and say, hey, you guys need to break up because you're taking music not seriously enough. But at the same time, like, I don't know.
I think you found yourself in a level of indifference. Would that describe your emotion towards the band, indifference?
No. I mean, like, I absolutely fucking hate it. I think it literally takes a shit, like, on everything. They're a party band, a party core band.
Yeah.
And all those bands, even though they're trying to say, hey, we're just having fun, And like I've played in a fun hardcore band where we wrote joke lyrics and stuff. That's what Faceplant started out as. But at the same time, like there's a difference between having fun and taking a shit on a certain type of music.
Apparently, when I said that, I got in trouble. So
I mean, you can tell me later who you got in trouble with.
I think we probably already covered this, but
Okay.
not important. Eddie, you got anything else to say about that band? Did you listen to that demo?
What band?
Up All Night.
Oh, no, I didn't listen to them.
Nobody can hear you.
Oh, I didn't listen to them.
There you go.
Nah. Nada.
All right, moving on. The Foo Fighters released an EP that was free
Dude,
called Saint Cecilia.
I didn't
And
listen to it.
didn't listen to it.
One
but
of the songs is 20 years old and just got recorded. And they decided they'd recorded at this hotel they were staying at when they were doing Austin City Limits or South by Southwest or some shit. I don't know. It was all right. It was better than Sonic Highways, the last album. That album sucked ass.
Damn.
I never thought I would say that about a Foo Fighters record, but it was pretty fucking terrible. So
That's true.
this EP in
Without
comparison,
getting into it, what's your favorite Foo Fighters record?
fuck.
Mine's The Color and the Shape.
Yeah, I know you'd pick something old.
It's the second one.
See, that's tough because I like so many of them equally,
Yeah.
but I think the one that probably meant the most to me was the second disc of In Your Honor.
Okay.
The first disc got a touch repetitive, but then again, like the B-sides to One by One were a little repetitive. Like they're one of those bands where like their not amazing songs are pretty good, and their amazing songs are fucking amazing. So like, really, I'd like to just make a greatest hits, my own greatest hits. It's like when I listen to Less Than Jake or Real Big Fish. Like, I don't want to listen to any album. I want to just make a playlist.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about them. And like, I'm kind of out of rock and roll mode lately. So I was told that's why I didn't like the last Foo Fighters record. I just think it was fucking boring.
I didn't listen to the last one. I haven't listened to the CP. Honestly, there was that 4-year period there where you couldn't turn on the radio without a Foo Fighters song coming on.
It got a little over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked
I
Wasting
get
Light.
it. They were trying to make Foo Fighters the new AC/DC.
I liked Wasting Light. I liked In Your Honor. I liked Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. I liked all those records. It's just this last record was bad, and the EP was a little bit better. And they're going to take a break, and who knows what they're going to do after that. But yeah, it's news, so I put it in the news. Keith Buckley is going to miss some shows for Every Time I Die.
His wife got call, or his wife had to have an emergency cesarean section today, so he had to fly home. So if the whole reason you're going on Thursday, well, you won't hear this before then, so I guess it doesn't matter. But we definitely wish the Buckleys health and safety. And that dude's always been super polite and nice, even on his drunken escapades that I've seen in person.
He seems like a like the perfect lunatic.
He's an intelligent lunatic.
Yeah.
That is the best way to describe him.
I mean, he was a college English teacher.
Gee, I always think that's so funny. Like, most people in hardcore or whatever, hardcore, metalcore, all of it, like, end up being teachers.
Gene Simmons was a teacher.
Was he?
He was. He also can speak 6 like fluent languages.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I hardly can think he can speak English, so that's impressive.
No, his real name is Hyman. He's from
I don't think it's Hyman.
No, it's Hyman. It's Hyman. He's from Israel.
I thought it was Chaim, not Hyman. Hyman is a part of the vagina.
Hyman. Hyman.
You might find it in a bearded clam.
Hyman.
Way to go.
Yeah, 5 points to Gryffindor.
God damn.
Man, who says you get to be Gryffindor?
Yeah,
I
what the
don't
fuck? You're
know.
more like
That's-
Slytherin, dick.
That's just the joke.
are
I've never seen those
Slytherin.
fucking movies.
Oh, that's
so
true. I forgot.
I was just making
He
a
doesn't
joke
like
that people
Harry
make.
Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter. Oh,
Stop
yeah.
it.
Harry Potter.
Stop. Don't
Harry
do
Potter,
this.
Harry Potter. That's right. That's me.
I fucking hate that video. It's so frustrating.
Dumbledore.
Anyway, yeah, he's gonna miss some shows. We wish him super well. He's gonna have fill-in vocalists and stuff, so they're not gonna miss anything. Yeah, just reporting the news. Speaking of
You heard it
news,
here fifth.
news and people in despair. Josh Clark.
This will be the only time you actually hear me kind of talk down to a friend.
Real quick, it is Chaim, not Hyman.
All right, dick.
So,
Chaim means life in Yiddish, by the way.
friend,
I
compatriot, hated enemy, whichever he is to you, Josh Clark, was involved in a wreck.
Has he said how it
on
happened?
Black Friday. Some dude slid across Montana Avenue and went straight into him. And then another car wasn't able to stop after seeing the accident and ran right into him.
Gotcha, because I've heard about his terrible driving before, so I didn't know if it was his fault.
The cops already reported that it's not his fault. So I guess it's not his fault.
Yeah.
I've seen him since, him and Mikey. Josh has incredibly bruised ribs. He was supposed to go back to work today, but he's okay. Mikey kind of looks like he skidded across some pavement. But Mikey is not in as much pain as Josh. Mikey has the marks. Josh has the pain. It's like weird. But, so anyways, I don't know. Keep him in your prayers. And some of the things that some people decide to throw at people when they're literally kicked down to the curb is just absolute shitty. And I'm honestly not pissed off enough right now to go into it. I feel kind of sick, but
I have seen some really negative comments. I don't know why he started a GoFundMe.
so they can afford the lawyer because the guy that hit him doesn't have insurance, so they have to sue.
There are lawyers that'll do it where you don't pay until after they win.
Troll.
My thing is, never on earth does Josh Clark get to ever fucking ever say, please give me money. He could sell one Tupperware container full of his t-shirts and have a brand new car tomorrow.
Okay, but
Nothing. But fucking nothing. He's been collecting worthless t-shirts that people have decided
They're
are worth
not
$300.
worthless.
They're fucking t-shirts. They're printed on Gildan. They're $5 t-shirts that some people have decided are worth money.
we're not getting into this right now because every single one of his t-shirts is worth 10 times more than all of your shitty guitars in this room.
I fucking doubt it.
No, the point is they're only worth it to other collectors.
Right.
They're all stuff that we collect.
But it's funny
They're not actually worth
because
anything.
they're actually useless. It's
No,
like if
they're
somebody
not.
collected matches and you're like, wow, that's
How is that even? That's
no,
not
I'm
even
trying
relevant.
to fucking let me talk, you fat cock.
Fat cock.
They're actually
You bearded clam.
the value assigned to them is entirely based on people. What he actually has in like what it physically is. If you took that shit to a thrift store
Hell
and
yeah.
so or Plato's Closet, brand new t-shirts, they'd give them like $2 each because they are cotton t-shirts.
Okay.
So they have the same value as other t-shirts as raw materials.
All I'm saying in a zombie
Just
apocalypse,
like how if somebody had matchsticks that were worth more than other matchsticks. At the end of the day, it's a fucking matchstick. It's not that special unless you've assigned value. Now, people have assigned value to his worthless fucking t-shirts, so he is never, ever, ever, ever fucking allowed to complain that he needs money, because he could sell one bin of his stupid t-shirts and drive a fucking Maserati.
And you say your fucking guitars are worth a whole bunch.
My guitars have purpose.
No, they have the same purpose.
He doesn't even wear those shirts.
Sometimes.
No, he leaves them locked up in his storage locker. I've seen the pictures of his fucking storage locker.
If he had a house, then they'd be in his house.
He's got thousands and thousands of t-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking sell some. Buy a new car.
Why should he have to? If somebody else ran into you, why should you have to sell your personal items?
Does he have insurance?
Yes, he has insurance.
Is he getting a new car?
Not until his insurance company sues this guy.
Okay, so he's going to get a new car.
Hopefully.
So
unless this new guy says he doesn't have any assets and claims bankruptcy and then doesn't have to pay for it.
Which is an unfortunate event that's going to happen to a percentage of us someday. In which case you'd be fucked. So why should anybody give a guy money who's actually sitting on a gold mine? That's like, that is seriously like, you say your parents are very comfortable monetarily. Well, wealthy maybe is pushing it a little too far. They're very comfortable. Right?
Yeah.
That would be like if somebody ran into your dad's car, he drives the Avalon, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice fucking car.
It's an 08.
It's an 08, but it's spotless.
Yeah.
I've been in it.
Because my dad is that way.
Yeah. It's a well taken care of vehicle. I've ridden in it. It fucking hums. It's a great vehicle. That'd be like if somebody just fucking ran a dump truck into it at 60 miles an hour and he walked away with it with a mild concussion and some scratches, and it was just like, whoa, damn. I don't know how I'm going to pay for a new car. I mean, I've got money.
That's different because
I've got value. I've got stock.
But Dad actually has money compared to Josh actually doesn't.
He has things that people will give him money for. The market is aggressive on old fucking floor punch t-shirts or whatever the fuck. So there's no reason for him to ever need money. If I needed money bad enough, I could tell you in order how I would sell these instruments. I would tell you how in order I would sell my microphones, how I'd sell my computer, all these things.
Okay,
But he has no place to ever grovel for money.
Everybody in this day and age, especially here recently, is starting to GoFundMe.
Which is fucking stupid. The GoFundMe's are even dumber.
Multiple people. Some situations, I am totally against GoFundMe. Multiple people have told me in my current situation that I should start a GoFundMe. I figured out that situation and I got through it until Social Security kicked in with my disease. And it's a survival thing, and I'll figure out a way to survive. I don't need...
But you and I are both above begging. We were raised that way.
Well, yeah, we were raised that way. Josh is Asian.
Kinda.
He's 25% Asian.
Kinda.
No, he's 25% Asian.
Look, if you had to look at the dude, you'd call him a white guy.
He looks Asian.
He has
squinty eyes.
That's racist. Anyways, doesn't matter. Point is, he has no business putting up a GoFundMe.
One, his girlfriend put it up. Two, I think in that situation he is okay with it. If you got in a car wreck and the other guy didn't have insurance,
first of all, I'd have beat the shit out of him.
True.
That's my policy. If somebody says I don't have an insurance after they run into my car, I'm going to take it out of their ass.
I agree. But either me or Michaela or somebody else would start a GoFundMe for you to try and help you get back on your feet, because neither of us wants to drive your punk ass to work every day. Even though it'd be okay for me to do it since you don't actually go in until 11.
And fucker.
I thought you wake up at 10.
No, I wake up at like 9:30.
Okay. Anyways, let's get on to the next topic.
But you get my point, right?
I get your point, but at the same time, I don't think... Okay, like... here's my point. It wasn't deemed by cops that it's his fault for this wreck. It's another guy's fault. The other guy should have to pay for it.
Yeah.
When I got caught stealing, that was my fault.
Yes.
I had to sell most of my DVDs, half of my comic books, and a whole bunch of other shit to pay for I didn't actually even have to pay for an attorney, but I had to pay to get a ride out to my van, get it, the $200 to get it out of the impound lot, and I had to give up most of my stuff. I'm saying I don't think Josh should have to give up most of his stuff for something that's not his fault.
Does he have health insurance?
Yeah. Or I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay, it's illegal not to have health insurance.
You don't have health insurance?
And I'm a fucking outlaw. Most people don't know the loophole that I know, so they have health insurance.
Okay.
Unless he makes so little that he has free health insurance. Either way, I don't think
he makes so little, but I think after they take child support out of his check, he makes so little.
In which case he would have free health insurance. That's how that works.
I mean, you still have to file for it.
Which is illegal not to.
Too slow to.
So I'm
file
sure,
for it.
unless he's paying the penalty at the end of the year instead of getting free shit, I'm sure he has health insurance. So, what does he need money for? Now, Mikey, on the other hand, who apparently whatever he had in the car got destroyed. I don't. Everyone says he lost his belongings. I'm not sure what they are.
Well, the one thing that he is very flustered about, which is kind of funny, but also not funny because I feel his pain, you don't, is the hoodie that he had literally just gotten 2 days before was on him, and the paramedic said, "We have to cut this off of you," and they cut it off of him.
They do that. You could always stitch it back up.
No,
it wouldn't be the same.
They showed it's like cut here at the arm and then straight across the chest and then up the sides.
You should totally stitch that up and wear it. That'd be tight. Yeah, I mean,
rock.
Replacing the stuff that was broken that's not going to get fixed. Whatever. The guy who was not was not a part of it, just got caught in the middle of it. Yeah, maybe. But they both probably have health insurance somewhere.
Mikey definitely does not.
If he doesn't have a job, then he has health insurance.
He does have a job.
If he doesn't make $22,000 a year, he has health insurance.
He definitely doesn't have health insurance.
I'm sure he has health insurance, or he should at least. Anyway,
they actually kicked both of them out of the hospital because they don't have health insurance.
Okay, there's no reason they shouldn't. Beside the point, there is no reason why, if it's not his fault, and he had car insurance, and he has non-life-threatening injuries, and it's going to get picked up by some attorney, what the fuck do they need money for?
To replace a couple of things.
So they set the goal at $7,500. Look, it's one thing if somebody makes a GoFundMe for you.
What about the anti-GoFundMe?
That was retarded. I'm glad it got taken down by GoFundMe.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. He's a fucking moron. Anyway, if somebody makes a GoFundMe for you, and they're like, well, because you need money for stuff. And you're like, no, I really don't, but thank you. And then they're like, oh, we raised like $200. You're like, okay, great, thanks. I didn't ask for that, for the record. But to be like, copy and paste that shit on Instagram, like, yeah, we need money. It just seems like begging, and that's not me.
I mean, it's not me either, but there are different people and there are different things. And he did lose in the wreck like $150 worth of shit he had just bought for his son on Black Friday.
That's what I said.
That's what he said. And I disagree with that. But we just got through that.
If you have $10,000 worth of worthless t-shirts, sell
worthless.
them.
Stop saying worthless.
What is he collecting them for? If it's not to make money.
What do I collect comic books for?
So you can read them because they have value. They're entertainment. What is it? Look at the t-shirt. Oh.
This reminds me of this. It's like a memory. It's like a fucking photo.
So take pictures.
But it's like a fucking photo. It's like, hey, I bought this here, here, and here.
Okay, whatever. Point is, fuck GoFundMe. Fuck his GoFundMe. There's no reason why anybody should donate. I do feel for both of them. It's a terrible situation they're in. I'm glad they're both okay. But if it's not his fault, and he has car insurance, and it's all going to get taken care of. GoFundMe in this case.
Okay, but Howard, how do you survive until it gets taken care of?
He has no money? Has no money to survive? He can't get a ride to work? Oh, that's right, because he doesn't have any friends because he has hated and proud tattooed on the side of his head.
He lives with his girlfriend. So, I mean,
for now.
he'll get to work.
He's had 15
but she also
girlfriends
takes
this
Mikey
year,
to work.
which is great. That's fine. That's not the issue I'm discussing here. I've been carless. I've had people drive me around before because my engine literally caught on fire.
Yeah, me too. I had you drive me around.
Yeah, shit happens. But you get the fuck over it. You find a way to get around it.
Okay, but there's a difference between 50% of the people out there that will find a way to survive and the 50% of the people that won't.
Okay. Anyway, let's...
Yeah.
Logan, we're going to talk about sports for like 2 minutes.
Shut your ears.
Kobe Bryant's retiring.
Thank fucking God.
Fuck him. Fuck his stupid face.
What?
Fuck his fucking ass.
Man.
His bitching. Fuck how not cool he was to Shaq.
Here's the only thing.
He's been in the NBA since he was like 17. He
20 years.
He played 20 years with a basketball. Good. Leave. We don't need you anymore. You're old.
I'm not even that shitty. The thing is, when I look at a athlete, I want somebody who's humble, accepts the fact that they play hard.
I've never seen him do anything for charity. Tiger Woods.
I think he donated right after he got accused of rape.
Yeah, fine. Tiger Woods is a pervert and a philanderer and a cheater and adulterer and all these other things you could call him. But you know what? He was on the cover of stuff. He was giving money away. He was doing charity stuff. Like, he was a well-known athlete who was also a part of the media.
Either,
well, I don't really give a shit about Tiger Woods. I don't give a shit about golf. But he was on Wheaties boxes. He was doing charity events. He was a member of the world, whereas Kobe plays basketball, talks about basketball, and then disappears. How much money is Kobe Bryant worth?
I don't know.
Hang on.
I know he's in the top.
Siri, how much money is Kobe Bryant worth? You can tell me, too.
Sorry, I'm not sure. $25 million.
$25 million a year is his salary.
Why is your Siri British?
Because I said it to British. Because original Siri's voice is fucking boring.
Siri, why are you a bearded clam?
We were talking about you, not me.
Oh,
Damn.
Burn.
Wow.
Apparently, let's see. Highest salary in the NBA in the 2011, 2012. He made $25 million a year
With no endorsements.
Yeah, that's not including endorsements.
So, but he's never done charity. He's not all that nice. He doesn't do commercials.
He's not nice.
He's a cock.
He does do commercials.
Yeah,
that's
but
the way he does.
Like,
His
not.
sponsors.
He wasn't in Space Jam. He doesn't have shoes.
Yes,
he
he
doesn't
does.
give.
Yes, he-
Okay,
He's got shoes.
okay, he's got fucking shoes, but like,
Kobe's.
you know what? And they're ugly as shit too.
I actually like
It's
them.
okay, so is he.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Is that racist?
No, he's not an ugly black man. He's just an ugly man.
yeah. But you know what I mean? He's not humble. You're right. I've never seen him do anything good. He's kind of a dick.
The nicest I've ever heard him is a day ago or 2 days ago when he announced his retirement. It's the first time I've ever heard him make a joke during a press conference. I don't know. Everyone will argue he's in the top 5 in every aspect of the game.
He played for 20 straight years. He started for 20 years. Of course, he's going to have high scoring percentages, and he's good. Yeah, sure, he's good at basketball. But he played for the Lakers, who had money, for one. That he had a team around him. He's got championships. Why? Because he was on the fucking Lakers.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about an amazing player who never got what they deserve. Talk about like fucking Karl Malone or somebody.
LeBron.
Fuck LeBron.
How did LeBron
LeBron
not get what he deserved?
In Cleveland. In Cleveland, that's bullshit. He got robbed. He got robbed multiple times in Cleveland.
How did he get robbed? He
'Cause
didn't have a team around him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a team.
Well, basketball is still a team sport.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck Kobe.
Let's stay on sports ball.
This fucking Browns and Ravens game.
Did you see anything on it?
I've
ridiculous.
seen some stuff.
Okay.
Did you see the clip of did you guys see the one where after the kick is returned for a touchdown at the last second, this dude's like got his phone out and he's watching the crowd and people are just like throwing their arms down all despondent.
That dude like rips off his like Browns jersey, like literally rips it down the middle and goes, "I fucking hate the Browns."
Damn.
A Browns fan ripped his $80 jersey off of his body because he was so upset at how bad they fucking lost.
So basically, it's the first kick six ever.
Not ever.
I've never
they
seen
said
that
ever.
happen. I've never fucking seen that happen.
I thought they said ever in NFL.
Oh, maybe then.
But it's definitely the first time in a long time, if it's ever happened. And
Wait, I think I heard a stat today. They said that's the first time it's happened since 1984 or 1985.
okay,
So it's happened.
it might be the first time ever that it was a game-winning kick six.
Okay, that might do it. Apparently, there's a very high statistic of times that the Browns have lost the game on the last play, which was interesting to find out.
Yeah, usually that doesn't make any sense because as long as I've been alive, they rarely make it to the last play.
Yeah. This is a game where their first string quarterback has been benched for violating the rules of his rehab publicly.
The second string quarterback got knocked the fuck out during the game.
The third string quarterback, who has next to no experience whatsoever, had to finish this game. And it was surprisingly with no starting quarterbacks in the game, with Joe Flacco out for God knows what.
He's tore his MCL.
Oh, yeah. He's season. Done.
Yeah.
It was a tie game for a hot minute, and the score wasn't nothing like you'd expect. But the Browns lost it. First of all, the kicker kicked so low because he's never kicked a 50-yard field goal before. Adam Vinatieri could do that in his sleep. First of all, fuck Adam Vinatieri. But
Damn.
Patriots prick.
I know why you were saying fuck.
I hate Adam Vinatieri and I hate the Patriots. And I'm glad they fucking lost.
That was a good game too.
But this game, it was like a comedy show. When I heard that the Ravens and the Browns were on Monday Night Football, I laughed out loud. That is two train wreck teams on Monday Night Football.
I mean, Baltimore wasn't supposed to be a train wreck team this year.
They weren't supposed to be.
I mean, Cleveland comes and plays here. Are we playing Cleveland this week?
We play Cleveland.
Okay.
And that's going to be another...
How about all the other quarterbacks that are out right now?
Let's see if we can
Including
go
your
down the
boy.
list. Ben Roethlisberger is being tested for a concussion currently. Michael Vick is out for the season. Their original second-string quarterback is also out. I can't remember his name. Currently, I believe Landry Jones is going to start.
Yeah. Unless Ben passes concussion protocol.
Which, by the way, he checked himself into.
Yeah. After the week before, that was probably the smart move. 'Cause
Right.
The week before with the St. Louis Rams, that one guy literally finished the game before he checked into concussion.
Yeah, he was seeing stars, just throwing balls out of bounds and shit. Let's see. Peyton's out. Who else is down a quarterback right now?
Tom Brady of the Patriots is down everything besides himself.
Right. Let's see. The Browns.
Andrew Luck for the Colts.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
He's not out for the season.
Are you, wait, I'm thinking of Romo. Never mind.
Yeah, Romo's out.
Romo's out for the season. Andrew Luck's down. Johnny Manziel is not allowed to play because he's grounded.
Yeah.
Their second string quarterback is hurt, so they're going to start their third stringer to spite their first stringer.
There's a couple others. Colin Kaepernick for my Niners is out for the season. That's a couple weeks old, but he's out for the season. I think that's it as far as starting quarterbacks. Ryan Fitzpatrick has been quarterbacking for the Jets. He was technically the second string.
Didn't Mark Sanchez have to play?
Yeah, Mark Sanchez is playing in Philly. He's second string.
He's a joke. Do you remember the butt fumble?
Yeah.
Oh, Sanchez.
The Texans are on I think Hoyer came back, but they were having second or third string quarterbacks.
Real quick, let's just do a little search. Tyrod Taylor, is he in the game for the Bills?
Yeah.
He's on an injury report, so. This is not
very helpful.
No. Andy Dalton's on here. I don't think he's injured.
No, he's not.
Apparently, he had a mild groin injury. Josh McCown, he's the guy who's out for the Browns. Romo's out for the season. Let's see. Peyton's out with foot injury, of course. Aaron Rodgers is questionable, apparently, due to numbness in his hands. The Texans, is that Brian Hoyer?
Yeah.
Concussion?
Yeah, they've been going back and forth all year.
Teddy Bridgewater, is he out?
Nope.
No, just playing injured. The shoulder problem. Fitzpatrick's got a thumb injury. It's a Bradford. He's out. Might play. He's practicing. Basically, this is the strangest year for quarterbacks. Particularly, Case Keenum too. Yeah, it's rough. This is a strange year because there's been a lot of injuries and they've all been quarterbacks. We're watching second and third string guys. We're watching people get picked up out of free agency to play quarterback. Isn't Doug Flutie playing?
No.
Not Flutie.
What?
Doug Flutie's
Doug Flutie's
my dad's
50.
age.
Yeah, I was going to say
Wait, there's a guy. There's a guy they pulled out of retirement. It's not Trent Dilfer. It's another guy who's just played for everybody. Matt Hasselbeck, maybe?
Plays for the Colts.
Isn't he 40-something?
He's 40.
Yeah. Holy
maybe
shit.
He's 42.
They're digging guys out.
I mean, he hasn't left the league, though. He didn't come from the streets. He was still playing in the league.
But he was not starting by a
No,
long
he was
shot.
a backup.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody picked up Charlie Batch.
I mean, Matt Castle was on the streets when the Cowboys picked him up.
Yeah. It's a weird year. Especially when there are now all of a sudden so many rules regarding how you can and can't hit quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And they're still all fucking injured.
Save those last two for another day.
Well, let's do real quick. Well, we can do Rock on the Range later.
Yeah, it's not for 4 months.
I wanted to talk about it because Eddie's excited about it, but
Eddie's been quiet for
I'm okay.
30 minutes. He might be dead.
I am.
no, he's here. Real quick, somebody shot up Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I didn't read enough about it, so please regale us with the story.
He's a white guy.
How many casualties? Did he state what his reasons were?
3 casualties. The only thing they've actually officially released is he may or may not have been pissed off at Planned Parenthood all the way back to when he used to live in North Carolina, which was last year, and he is a Christian and he thinks it's wrong that people are getting abortions.
Yeah, even though that's not the only thing they do there.
True. And there is a huge outcry from retarded folk in this country that think, hey, these people are going there to murder the children in their womb. There's nothing wrong with this man killing them. He was murdering murderers. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it sounds like the same kind of people that say that if you go to a death metal concert, you deserve to get shot by ISIS.
Okay. That is absolutely silly. This, to me, is a different kind of silly.
It's destructive.
It's not even, I mean, yeah, it's destructive. But it's the way it's a different kind of silly is, this is like Old Testament silly. Like, it really is. Like, it's people that are like, oh, this guy killed me. I should kill somebody that looks like him that lives 500 miles away. Because he doesn't accept our God for the way that I say our God is.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought there was more to it. I've not seen any real press on it. I just know I was pretty pissed off when I heard about it.
I mean, the big press on it is the fact that the dude was white and he was like escorted out after shooting 3 cops. Whereas there was 2 kids last week. One kid, he had like stolen like a cigarillo from a store and was like running away, and the cop shot him in the back.
Yeah, I'd say it's just shitty police work. Was it in the same state even?
State, yeah. Not the same city, but the same state.
Yeah, of course people will turn that into a race thing.
Yeah.
The real problem here is religion, and people want to argue about race.
I mean, the real problem here is class.
You think class warfare is what made a guy shoot up a Planned Parenthood in the name of God?
Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
How do you figure?
Because it's some rich white person forcing it into poor white people. This is what God wants you to do.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with how much money he had. He's a religious whack job.
It's not that he's a religious whack job. It's that he has a lot of money and he wants the poor fighting the poor.
That's why he shot up Planned Parenthood and said...
No, not him. The people that put these thoughts into his mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he put it in his own mind.
Just like this guy, the guy that we've already talked about that looks like Fred Durst, that actually came out the other day and said, you should do what this dude did and go out and kill people that are trying to have abortions.
Yeah.
I forget the dude's name. We talked about him.
I never know.
He was the one that was like, Starbucks cups.
Satan.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm super stuffy right now.
Yeah, you sound like shit.
Yeah.
All right. We have anything positive to end on?
Eddie's eyebrows look like bearded clams.
Yes.
That's terrible. That's not even good. Like you're...
Eddie will be in Cincy on Saturday playing at the RDK for Hunter's Chase with Nate Spicer's last Grim State show.
Wait, why is that?
We don't know. I was trying to get Nate on before this show, but
maybe we'll get him on after.
Yeah, we'll probably get him on after. We still got to get the EV boys on here.
And some other Hunter's Chase. Mostly just John.
Yeah, we'll have you and John come back.
Yeah.
I don't have anything positive. We don't live in a very positive world.
Not anymore, no. Have any positive news? This is not like super duper news, but it's just now coming back around. The rapper, R&B singer, whatever you want to call him, Akon, launched this huge project to help get electricity to the more remote parts of Africa. And now some crazy number, like 600 million Africans now have electricity and they didn't before.
Badass as fuck. I saw that.
Everyone's like, why isn't this in the news? Well, it's because we're busy arguing about Terry Schiavo and stupid shit like that. That was way too long ago.
I have read a couple of interviews, though, with people that are there, like in these villages that now have electricity, saying, like, fuck this.
Why?
What?
None of them wanted electricity. They wanted to stay as far away from current society.
What the fuck?
I mean, I guess I get that.
Okay, I get it, but I mean, dude, it's an advantage on life.
Well,
It makes shit easier.
No, it's really not. Electricity was the beginning of the downfall of man.
well,
I guess I'll roll with it. I'm not letting electricity go. I mean, we couldn't be doing this podcast without it.
That's true.
I'll
We
rock out
couldn't.
with. I'm keeping electricity.
But
You
we
can
also
fucking-
wouldn't need to know any of this news, and we could bother more on survival rather than.
But we don't. But I don't give a fuck about survival. That's the last thing. The last thing, and that's the sad thing about human like shit today. It's like the last thing on my mind is worried about getting eaten by a fucking saber-toothed tiger. That's the last thing on my
all survival is. I mean, like me and Brandon deal with survival every day.
Well, yeah, I mean everybody does. But what I'm saying is like I'm not worried about fucking getting eaten or dying.
because you don't have to.
'Cause you don't
Yeah, I don't
have
have to.
And you like it that way.
Exactly.
However, some people, less developed nations, who all of a sudden are thrust in the 21st century
We're like,
when
fuck.
they for so long.
They didn't have that jump like we did over 300 years.
Yeah,
They
so
were just like, here, you have spears and you kill your food every day, and that is it. Here's a refrigerator and a cell phone.
yeah, here's a burden. Enjoy, like 21st century being thrust upon you.
Yeah.
I can see how some of them would be like, "Yo, fuck all this," but I think for a lot of people, it is going to help a lot, especially the impoverished nations that want to be developed, that are just in the shitter and have no medical care and stuff.
I agree. I'm not saying that I disagree with it. I'm just reporting what some of the things that I've read.
It's a good thing overall.
It's a positive thing.
Yeah. And that is some positivity. This has been Angry Old Dudes 19 with Eddie Knight.
And Eddie Knight.
And good night. Yeah, right?
Good morning. Vietnam.
Good night.
All right. We're going to stop now. Okay, bye.
Bye.